Yo, what is up, AD team? Austin back again with another video. So a few weeks ago, I made a video called how to get her attached to you. And I gave you some strategies on how you can actually get a woman emotionally invested into you more and more. And now in this video, I'm gonna show you some signs that are proven to show that a woman is invested or attached to you if you are curious, all right? So go ahead and subscribe, like the video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first we have to describe what is an attachment. All an attachment really means is just intense emotional investment, meaning you have her soul. She only sees you, she's only for you, she only wants you. You have control of her emotions, she is invested and overall attached. That's all it really means. And in regards to the time frame of when this will happen, it really depends on your game, how attractive you are, the woman herself, how many options she has. But overall, in my experience, I think if you have decent game, the attachment can be as fast as 2 months, but as long as about 3 to 4 months if you're seeing her consistently. But some girls, it might take even 6 months, you never know. But point is, here's another pro tip, never get attached first. Hopefully that goes without saying. You always want to make sure the woman is attached first to you. You stay as emotionally detached as possible. And maybe I should make a video on that, on how to stay emotionally detached. But without further ado, let's get into point number 1. All right, so the first sign that she's attached to you is that she just simply mostly pursues you. Think about the dynamic of how a relationship starts, right? When you're pursuing her initially, trying to get her out on a date, you're probably doing all the texting, or it's probably like 80-20, 80% of you pursuing, hitting her up, trying to schedule out her own days, blah, blah, blah. But you'll notice the more and more she gets attached to you, the less and less you'll have to start initially pursuing her, which means that she'll do mostly all the pursuing. The 80-20 gets flipped around to where 80% of the times she's hitting you up. She's sending you Snapchats, she's sending you memes, she's texting you. She's doing all these things at the same time. Have we all been there? When a chick is sending you memes on IG, sending you Snapchats, sending you TikToks, you're trying to reply to her messages, and then the messages, you got 2 separate conversations going. I know we all have experienced that, and that's a good sign that, like I said, a woman is actually getting more emotionally invested into you. Because at the end of the day, women love to be pursued, but they also love pursuing a man. So if you get her to the point where she's literally sending you good morning texts, good night texts every night with no expectation of you doing it, or not even complaining that you aren't doing it, then chances are, I promise you, bro, she is getting more and more emotionally invested into you, and that is a great sign. Sign number 2, she is getting attached, is if she gets more jealous or curious about what you're doing. Now, let's think about the dating process, even for us men too, right? When we first start dating a woman, we don't care about the other guy she's dating. Who cares if she's going out on other dates, blah, blah, blah. Like, we really don't care. But this is human nature in itself. The more we get attached to somebody, the more jealous and curious about their dating or what they're doing, or maybe even their past, we get more curious about. And so if a woman's doing that more to you, she's showing signs that, oh, how many other girls are you texting? Or, you know, what you got going on? Or start asking you more personal questions about what you're doing with your day and your time. That's a clear indicator that she's getting more and more emotionally invested into you. Because believe it or not, once a woman has found a high value guy or a guy they're really attracted to and want to date, they're gonna want that guy all to themselves. They don't want you going out on dates with other women. They don't want you sleeping with other women. Now, we still do it, but at the same time, you're gonna get those questions. So if she's getting more jealous and curious about what you're doing, chances are she's getting more emotionally attached and invested. Now, moving on from my second point, another sign that a woman is getting more and more attached to you is that if she only wants to have sex with you. So it's kind of like a piggyback off my second point, more curiosity and more jealousy in regards to your dating situation. But especially if she only wants to have sex with you, that's a clear indicator that not only is she getting more attached to you, but she also sees you as a long-term potential partner. Even though our red pill mindset has led us to believe that, you know, all these women are just fucking multiple men at a time, blah, blah, blah. What I've realized is that whenever a woman starts getting more and more attached to me, she only wants to see me. Like, she literally sees nobody else. Not hooking up with nobody else, not going out on dates, not having sex with anybody else. And especially if the sex is good, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Ask about me. Ask your ex-girlfriends. Ask your current girlfriend, maybe. But I put it down in the bedroom, guys, and I'm proud of my sex game, and my sex game has became good not only through practice, but because of today's sponsor, BlueChew. So if you don't know what BlueChew is a service that I've been using now for 3 years, and it basically helps men get access to affordable tablets that will help you go harder and longer in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Seriously, over the past 2 to 3 years, I've seen massive improvements in my bedroom performance, all by taking and using the BlueChew service. The best part about BlueChew is that it requires no in-person doctor's visits, and it's a chewable tablet that can be taken discreetly. So no hard to swallow pills and no going to the doctor's office in person. All this is done online and you can take the pills discreetly. Not to mention, it's a lot cheaper than just regular Cialis or Viagra. So you're gonna get these little packets right here. There's 2 of them. Sildenafil, I always pronounce it wrong. And then also tadalafil, but you're gonna choose which one you prefer. I prefer the tadalafil because it stays in your system a bit longer, unlike the other one, and so this is my go-to. However, you're gonna have to test and experiment which one works for you, your body type, and what you're trying to achieve. So the process is easy, like I said before. All you gotta do is chew it and do it. So if you're ready to take your bedroom game to the next level, then check out BlueChew in the link down below and use my code DUNHAM. Now, let's move on. Sign number 4 is that she sees a future with you. Even though that seems probably common sense, that's something that I can't leave out, because as I became more high value and as I started to date more women, what I realized is that 1, I can build the attachment very, very fast. And number 2, they always want something more with me, always. Not one time has a woman been attached to me and she didn't want a relationship or wasn't talking about marriage or kids or like whatever they want in their perceived future. They always see me in it and they talk with me in their future. Example, they start using more of the terms like we or our, stuff like that. That's a good sign that she's probably attached to you. And like I said, it's kind of common sense. Like, if she's talking about her future with you in it, that's a sign that she wants to be with you long term. Because remember, women care about a man's future, but at the same time, she cares about her future too. And if she's including you in that, then that's a very, very good sign. And on the vice versa, if you're dealing with a woman long term and you're kind of, does she have an attachment towards me? But she's speaking short term, she's not mentioning anything about the future to you. She's kind of just in the moment now, and she's not doing all the other points I talked about. Chances are she's probably not attached yet, man. You gotta work on your game, or you just need more time with her. And last one, guys, is that your actions affect her emotions. Once again, this can go for men and women. Have you ever had an instance where you used to not care about what the woman did at all? And then from there, the more her actions started affecting your emotions. So same thing with the woman, right? If you going out with your boys now bothers her, if you saying something can trigger an emotional response from her immediately, that's a good sign that she's emotionally invested, because she actually cares. She actually cares about what you do. She actually cares about the things you say. Not everybody can trigger an emotional response from anybody. So that's how I know, like, if my actions, the things I'm doing, or the things I say can get you upset, can make you cry, can get you angry at an instant, then that's how I know I got her. That's how I know I have her soul. Because otherwise, like I said, she would not care. And then once again, reverting back to us as men, that's another reason why you should stay detached as much as possible, so that you don't allow a woman to control your emotions. Because at the end of the day, as men, we are the leaders in the relationship, and we must remain not unemotional, but just stoic in a sense. You shouldn't let a woman's actions affect your emotions, but if you're doing it to her, like I said, another sign that she is attached. So those were pretty much the 5 signs that I've noticed in my life that will show you that a woman's attached to you. If I missed any, or if you agree with some points, or even disagree with some points, definitely be sure to let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to check out BlueChew down below, alongside with all the other offers, including the Digital Romeo, where I help you build out your dating funnel pipeline so that you can start seeing more success in your own personal dating life, all right? Subscribe, like the video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.